here we are live on YouTube. So over to you, Anantha sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, guys. Good afternoon to you. I know I'm coming in between your sumptuous Sunday lunch, so I should make this session very valuable to you, I believe. So, yes, before I go on, I just want to share my experiences. Nothing new here that I'm going to teach. You're all veterans and stalwarts in networking. So, this is only a refresher course where this is like the fisherman, makes the net and sharpens the axe in this off season. This is something like that. You can see the two personalities. This is going to be a very interactive session. So I want you to be very attentive and use the chat as much as possible. So what is the common link between these two personalities which you feel? So if you can just put it in 2 words, I would really appreciate in the chat. Can you just quickly put? Can you put in the chat? Yeah. Okay. So these are all legends, and this Harsh Bogle and Kapil Sharma. They're all very good communicators. But more importantly, what I'm looking for is effective communication. Can you answer in one word? What is it that we do continuously during, whether we are at home, whether we are networking, whether we are in the office? Of course, I'm not looking at an answer called breathing. So there is something different which we do every time. What is it, that thing? Can you put in the chat? The answer is communicating, right? So we always communicate. I don't know. I'm not able to see the chat, so no problem. Fine. So most successful professional entrepreneurs have minimum 5 traits, which is adaptability, resilience, vision, strong work ethic. Fifth one for all you to guess, put in the chat box. I'm not asking to put because you already answered. This is effective communication. So the pressure is already built by Rohit ji that these are the key takeaways from my session. So I'm sure that you will have much more takeaways than this. Better problem solving, stronger collaboration, enhances teamwork, pulls everyone towards the same goal, right? So what is communication, right? So we are all, first part is first we get references, then they eventually become prospects, then ultimately they become our customers. So this is the effective communication. So what customers expect from you during the communication, right? One is generic communication. So what exactly is generic communication? It should be purpose driven. It should be a wide scope. Their communication could be for internal, external, or so many other people as well. Talk to the room. If you observed Modi ji, he visits various states. So he uses that particular dialogue of that particular state. He's talking to the room, talking to the particular audience per se. You have to talk to the room, and one size which fits all cannot work, right? Internal and external communication is also important. Why is this important? Generic information important? It drives productivity. All of them and the coordinates in the same activity to achieve the business objectives. Builds relationship. RB, as you know, the name itself says relationship building. When you build the relationship, automatically the success and all the sales and will come automatically. So you should focus on building relationship, which is very important. So when you have an effective communication with your customers, with your vendors, with your employees, with your co-workers, this will definitely come through. So you have to build on that. Supports decision making. So everybody works towards the same direction. Facilitates operation. So what customers expect from you is generic communication. These are the kind of things. Responsiveness, acknowledgement. So when somebody is talking to you, you always say, yes, sir. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Right? First time resolution. So assurance. When you're talking, the voice, the tone itself should give an assurance that you are the person whom that person should contact you and give you the reference, right? Reliability and accurate information. In current times, with the availability of Google, it is imperative that you provide the accurate information. Sorry. So here I would like to give you an example. So I wanted a travel insurance when I was going to Dubai, and I asked the medical insurance guy to provide me a quote. So he quoted me for $500, 18,000 rupees. So I was stunned. So immediately went to the Google and said for 500 rupees, $500, it is 18,000. he had actually missed out to say that it is $500,000. So yeah, the accurate information should be provided. And later on, when I told him, so sorry, sir, but he had lost that customer. Assurance. Basic courtesy. When you're talking, you should always use the basic courtesy like please, sorry, hello. All these are basic courtesies you should have. And Rohitji always emphasizes during the meeting, it's not only the communication which is important, the body language, how you dress, how you interact, all this, how you keep your smile, how you focus, how is the light falling on your online meetings. This are all very, very important. So basic courtesy, this all helps. So what is the purpose of communication? Why do we communicate at all? One is to convey the information, right? So what are the kind of products that you have which is going to add value to you? What are the kind of services that you provide? Conveying the information, right? The second is to request the information. So when you're meeting somebody, you would like to know what he or she or the other person or the company is wanting. What is the need? What is this thing? So you request information. Third thing is very important. I would like you all to put up in the chat without which the conversation cannot go ahead. So what is it? The third one you feel should be put up in the chat, please. This is very, very important. And almost everybody has to put that. Without that, nothing can move ahead. Done? Great. Influence to action. Call for action. So when you've done all these things, you always say, can I catch up with you on next Monday for another meeting? Can I do a follow-up call? So can we meet sometime later? So how do we take it forward? So these are call for action. Without call for action, the communication becomes useless. So you should have that objective of having this call for action, influence to action. So what is this conversation about? Communication media in the current times, there are many: voicemail, email, SMS, WhatsApp, social media. Sorry. So common mistakes in communications. This is the major one, not listening actively what the inquiry says. Delayed response time, taking long to respond. Like you sent a query to somebody, like I'd sent to one tea masala fellow, can I have 2 bags of tea masala? He didn't respond because of Diwali. And not today he's telling me, can I deliver it today? But Diwali is over, 1 week back, and today it's long gap, delay, too long. Failure to personalize. The message shouldn't be one size which fits for all. No, it is always better to personalize. If you put the person's name or the designation, it would have much more impact. This is very simple. Grammatic errors and typos can already, we can always correct it. It's just, all this technological world, this is very, so, but at the same time, please make sure that this is happening. There are no grammar errors or typos. Not following up. Failing to follow up is another, weakness which common mistakes which people do in the current times. At the same time, too much of follow-up also sometimes misses this. This is very, very important. Relationship building, as again emphasized in RB again and again. Relationship building, focusing on the sale instead of relationship building. I'm so sorry, my throat is not so good, so please excuse me. Relationship building, fantastic. So you have to focus on that using templates without personalization. So there are always barriers to communication, but through your practice, through your activeness, you can always come out of this. Lack of clarity, pronunciation, pitch, etc. I should learn and practice and put it. Timing. So Rohit has given me a 25 minutes timing. So I should do. The classic example of timing, what I come across is if you have traveled in a railway platform, in a railway dabba, there is one guy who salesman goes from one dabba to another. 50 रुपए में कवर बेचता है, 50 रुपए में कवर बेचता है. He ensures that he covers one dabba in 1 minute time and covers all this. This is a timing which perfect timing is. Let us overcome the barriers. Say 5 positive words for customer service in the chat. Have you said 5 positive words? Great. You know, there is a cool drink called Sprite. I like the tagline. सीधी बात no bakwas, right? Come to the point. सीधे मुद्दे पर आ जाओ. Can you put in one sentence what about your product? All of you have to put in one sentence about your product details in the chat. Of course, it should not be like Shashi Tharoor, like long sentences and jargon and all that nobody understands. Everybody has to understand simple things, right? This you can take a screenshot and you can, these are some sites where you can improve your writing. So this you can use it for yourself, right? So this is something now that Rohit has given me some time. I thought let me be selfish enough to make my presentation of myself.
Day. Hi, this is Anantha here. I run a company called Onwards and Upwards. What does Onwards and Upwards provide? We provide services to all educational institutions across India, Pan Bharat. Why only Pan Bharat? We can cater to the entire globe. What we provide is digital solutions to empower and enrich the educational institutions and the corporates. We have products which are very unique, innovative and very niche, like Magic Mat, My Talking Tree, Class Sati, AA based answer paper correction, AA based lesson planning, and also brain games, gamification of introducing artificial intelligence from the formative years. So I'm looking to get connected with schools, preschools, management of preschools, daycare centers and coaching centers and corporate HR across India. Make a fruitful day. As I always say, padega bachcha, tabhi to badega bachcha. Anantha signing off from Onwards and Upwards.
So I've given you 4 options. So whichever you want to put, you can put in the chat. Badhiya, Zakas, Awwal number, Zabardast, or you want to put anything else much more than that. I am more than happy to learn from you. If it's a negative, more than happy to learn from you.
A fruitful.
So principles of effective communication. So these are, I'm coming to an end. So these are the primary things. Since my throat is not so good, I'm not going to read aloud. You can just read it for yourself. Please pardon me for that. सही है? ठीक है. I personally believe that film, Bollywood and all gives very good.
सामने एक बड़ा सा गोल व्हील है. हाँ, है. व्हील के साइड में एक रेड बटन है. दबा दिया. आगे बोलो. नहीं दबाना था. हाँ? वो बटन दबाने से मेन इंजन बंद हो जाता है. ठीक से सुनता नहीं यार. अब कुल मिलाकर बात यह है कि आपका मेन इंजन बंद है और दूसरा इंजन चालू है. Thank God, दूसरा इंजन चालू है. नहीं, इंजन चालू है मतलब कंपनी का नहीं है, चालू क्वालिटी का है. फिलहाल चालू है मतलब चल रहा है, मगर कब तक चलेगा इसकी गारंटी नहीं है.
कृपया करके इस तरह का कम्युनिकेशन न कीजिए, यही मुझे ये कहना था. So this is what is effective communication about. I am more than happy to receive your bouquets, thumbs up or roses, or even I am easy to receive your comments so that I can improve on myself. If anything is there, please help me out in improving myself. Thank you so much. I hope I have up your requirements. So I'm open for any questions that you may have. I'm not an expert in effective communication. I just shared my experiences. Whatever best possible, I will be able to share it with you.
An amazing session, sir. Amazing session. थोड़ा refresh हो गया, sir. Thank you. So anyone has any queries, you can post in chat box so we can take your Q&As. Anyone has any queries, post in chat box. Okay, so I cannot see any question, Anantha sir. So let's close this no
सर
part
आपको
and
मैंने 8 मिनट दे दिया आपको, 8 मिनट मेरा बच गया देखो।
मैं लेने वाला
मेरा
हूँ
गला
ना।
ये नहीं था, मेरा गला बीच में अटक गया था, नहीं तो आई हैड समथिंग, एनीवे फाइन।